We'll soon be riding in a helicopter to look at the island from high above. We have identified 8 possibilities on the islands, and we will be systematically visiting these locations one at a time to see what items are likely to be found there, minus the trash of course. The simple low spot identified on the ground by a point where the water follows a low spot on the shoreline. Check out this next clip and I'm sure you will see exactly what I mean.
Oh, what is it? Yes, another one! Oh! Happy! Haha, rings all around! You've been killing for it? Oh, that's awesome, mate.
The second point is identified from the helicopter and is a large cove or curve along the coastline at low tide. The point of the curve identified by the red arrow, we find 1 iPhone and 2 big rings, and there are 6 more spots to try. These types of spots can contain a lot of trash as well, so we're going to have to work hard here. Look at the red arrow on the beach shoreline.
Hobbies where you find all sorts of crazy things, but some things you can return, some things you can't. That's a near brand new iPhone. Definitely doesn't work, it's been in the rain, but maybe you can find the owner and try to track it back to him, because that's I'm pretty sure one of the latest ones. Happy hunting. Doing some deep second cell rings, could be gold, but I don't know. So what it looks like now. Show it to you later. The ring's back in the ground, but we don't know what it is. Pretty nice. Oh, that's heaps of rings together.
The third spot looks like a definite cove, where the heavy items tend to concentrate in the middle and towards the low tide mark. The red arrow shows the most likely spot.
Maybe gold ring, I'll have to check when we get home. Fingers crossed. Ring's a ring. No stones falling out, unfortunately, but could be old.
Luckily, metal detectors always give a big signal for closed loop items.
Oh, my mate's got something pretty cool. Oh, you are joking! Oh my god! Oh, I hope that's real.
To be found in these areas in good condition means it's 18 carat.
Oh mate, that's not fake. That's real. Smiley faces. You bastard.
Number 4 is more like a cove and a low spot in one, and sometimes a lot of rubbish items appear in these areas as well, but small gold items can turn up. You can see some shipwrecks here, but they are only good to snorkel and search for fish that call these places home.
Very heavy, feels nice, but I doubt that it's gold. Jeez, you never know, have to clean it up. Could be 9 carat. Heavy enough.
Sometimes finding small items means there's a lot more around, but not this time. The 5th spot we find is a heavily populated area, and a great variety of targets can be found between the high and low tides, like this. And even in the loose sand where people gather is also worth a look. We usually find 2 silver items to 1 gold, and today is no exception.
wow. What a cool shaped ring.
6 is a man-made or even a natural obstruction in the waterfront. Usually as the tide flows to and fro, items get caught up in the eddy currents behind the obstruction.
I'm actually quite shocked. This is sitting on the top, so work that out. Isn't that lovely? Yeah, it's gold, I think it's brass.
The next spot looks more like a rip with 2 holes. Trial and error is probably the best method here.
Got a cool thumb ring here. I may have got something that looks like it might have diamonds in it. We'll have a look. Piece of gold, a little piece of... Oh, a bit of gold's a bit of gold.
The next spot is where the wet sand meets the dry, or to be exact, where the saturated sand meets the damp sand. This is a line that could run for long distances, and the heavier items are usually found just above the line on the low tide mark. We will hit this spot on the other side of the pier after feeding the dolphins at dusk, and do some nighttime hunting away from where the birds and dolphins feed. Blink and you will miss it. Nighttime hunting is a lot cooler and sometimes more productive.
Dig it out, bring it up to the camera. Yeah, just like that, and bring it up to the camera. Right underneath here.
Occasionally after a beep, you'll look down and find that the target is actually on the surface.
Silver ring in that. It's pretty loud. Be a fresh drop.
Listen to the frustration of this find.
You can see that ring silver. Oh my god. Oh my god. I mean, oh my god. I think.
It just needs to be cleaned and polished. Coins also give off a big signal, and I enjoy finding them, especially the old silver coins. A surprising large amount of items get broken in the digging process. I know I've broken a few. Brass usually goes a greeny colour in dirt, but this one doesn't for some reason.
I love digging out the cool stuff, guys. Woohoo! Probably only a decorative piece, but it looks like it's silver. Happy days.
Not all digs produce good items, but if you take a friend with you, your chances of finding something good seems to be a little bit better than twice. I don't know why, but it just seems to be like that. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video just as much as we have enjoyed treasure hunting.